What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I brought Jeremy Miner's YouTube channel from 30,000 all the way up to 130,000 subscribers in just under 5 months. So here we are on his channel, and I'm going to go over some of the different strategies that I use to get him here. And a lot of people, when they tell you, how to grow on YouTube, they're going to tell you, oh, just post a bunch of shorts. But that's not really the case for Jeremy, because we didn't really want to just increase his subscriber number for the heck of it. So our main focus wasn't really on shorts. It was about getting these educational videos, a bunch of views, and basically turning those views into leads for his company, which was 7th Level, or they sell sales training. So like, for example, if you look at my own social media, I was at like 8,000 subscribers on YouTube about 4 weeks ago. And in the past 4 weeks, I just started posting shorts again on YouTube, and they've been blowing up, and they have gotten me millions of views. But the thing of this is, yes, they're getting me millions of views, but it's only paying me in ad revenue, right? So I'm getting all these subscribers, but I can't really monetize them on this page because this is just like skits that I'm making and funny videos that go viral. But it doesn't convert well into actual customers, because that's not the goal of my channel. My goal isn't to get customers, it's just to make people laugh, and I get paid in ad revenue. So that's the goal for my channel. But for Jeremy's, obviously, we're trying to convert it into sales. So let me go back to his channel here. Okay, so here we are actually logged into Jeremy's account. And one of the first things that we did was switch up the thumbnails. So you'll see kind of when we took over the YouTube, it was right around here. So you can see the old thumbnails, they were just like this boring ass purple with faces on every single thumbnail. And that's just, it could be done better. It could be done a lot better. So that's the first thing we tackled, is we switched the thumbnails from being these boring ones to getting actual thumbnail artists onto them, using our in-house team and building stuff like this. So there's a lot of direction that went into that, was switching up the thumbnails, but then also just making better titles. So this is one of his podcast videos. He was interviewing someone, I think his name was like Bob something. It was like a hypnotist. What's his name? Oh, I guess his name is Paul. I don't even remember this guy's name. Paul Ross. So this was kind of the first one we did for him. And on a normal podcast of his title was just like, Raise the Roof in Real Estate, Sales Strategies for Success, or Mastering Real Estate Sales, Techniques to Closing Deals. And you can see when this video loads up here, like on this video, like what is this stuff on the top and bottom? It looks like it's a news show. So we got rid of those and we changed those boring titles, these like ChatGPT like titles, like Igniting Sales Potential, and we turned them into something that people would actually want to click on, like Sales Secrets from a Master Hypnotist, the best industry to sell for, how I closed Google for 88 grand. So kind of the biggest thing that I'd say we changed for his YouTube was the thumbnails and the titles, because if you don't have a good thumbnail, nobody's gonna click on your video, and if you don't have a good title, again, nobody's gonna click on your video. And the things that matter most on YouTube is click-through rate and retention. If you have a high click-through rate on your video, it's gonna get pushed more to the algorithm, and if you have high retention on your video, it's gonna get pushed more to the algorithm. So the ways we do that is, like adding in the first minute of the video, kind of reiterating what the title of the video is, so they don't feel clickbaited. Because what happened back in like 2016 is you had that era of like the Paul brothers, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, where the only metric YouTube cared about was click-through rate. So you can make any clickbait title and people would click on the video. YouTube would see that people clicked on this video and they would push the video to everyone on the algorithm. Times have changed. And because that's how the algorithm was in the past, everybody started doing clickbait and having these outrageous titles and thumbnails just to get the clicks so that the algorithm would get pushed. And now, today, people are skeptical when they see outrageous titles like how I closed Google for 88 grand, right? They don't actually believe that. So what you have to do is, in the beginning of the video, you have to actually reassure the audience that what they clicked on, they're actually going to get, because we are so prone to getting clickbaited over the past couple of years. So if you want to increase the retention, just reiterate what you're saying in the first 30 seconds of the video. Now, the next thing we did is when it came to coming up with video ideas, we just wanted to look, first of all, like the videos that were doing good for Jeremy. So we just went to his popular videos, and we can see the ones from like years ago. Also, just another thing I want to say is we switched up all of the thumbnails for his top videos. We didn't necessarily mess with the titles, because if they were his top videos, the titles were already doing good, but we just added better thumbnails. So like, for example, I think it was this one here, the Scared to Make Cold Calls. So this thumbnail used to be like this. It used to be one of these like boring purple ones with a weird picture of Jeremy in the beginning, or even like one of these. It was probably more like this one because it was 3 years ago. So that's what this thumbnail was. And it was at around like 30,000-ish views. And basically when we switched the thumbnail, there was a huge shoot and it went up to 102K. You see this video is 3 years old. So fixing the top thumbnails was a priority for Jeremy because it basically made his best performing videos perform even better. But like what we did is we looked at this video, like scared to make cold calls, and we saw that it was at 30,000 views 3 years ago. And we said, okay, Jeremy, people on your channel like when you talk about cold calls. Let's take the same ideas from this video, but turn it into a more hashed out educational video, because in a 3-year time span, you probably know a lot more about cold calling than you did back then. So let's make a 25-minute video about cold calling. And that's what this video is. And it's now his second highest viewed video at 219,000 views. Another example, let's see down here. There was one about rapport right here. Scientifically proven ways to building rapport with anyone in sales. Now this video, when we viewed it, it was at like 60,000 views a couple months back. And then again, we changed the thumbnail. Now it's at 120,000 views. But what we did is we basically took this same idea about building rapport and we turned it into another like more updated video in 2024. So how to build rapport with anyone, full masterclass. And now this video, which we posted 3 months ago, is about to surpass this video posted a year ago. And it's literally the same topic. Now, the things in the videos that he's talking about are probably a little bit different and he uses different examples, but it just goes to show, if you just look at your previous videos and you see kind of what performed best for you, just remake that video, but make it better, right? Better thumbnail, better title, better, videography and better edits. And then if you just don't have a lot of good stuff on your channel yet, like you're starting off brand new, just look at other people in your niche. So like one thing I did for Jeremy, and this is the video we're doing pretty soon, I just looked up sales. Oh, I spelled it incorrectly. I looked up sales. And one of the things that came up, I forget how I got to this, but it was like, I think I looked up how to sell. And what I noticed is there was a title that was really prevalent. It was how to sell anything to anyone, like something along those lines. So you can see here a video from Dan Locke, how to sell a product, selling anything to anyone, 2.3 million views, right? And then there was more like this too, how to sell any product. This one's not as good of an example. But I saw this title, how to sell anything to anyone, how to sell anything to anyone. And then I looked it back up into YouTube and I saw that it was a super prevalent title, like how to sell anything to anyone, 500,000 views. There's a lot more of these. It's different because I'm logged into Jeremy's account, so it's showing him. If you want to see like actual results of what people would see, you go to incognito, go to YouTube, and then look up that phrase, how to sell anything to anyone. And then boom, it'll pop up here. So Andrew Tate, how to sell anything to anyone, 3.8 million views. Jordan Peterson, the psychology behind selling anything. So selling anything is a huge phrase. So what I'm doing for Jeremy now as a video that we're working on is we're going to work on like a 1 hour long video about how to sell anything to anyone, because it's already proven here. What we do is we just take this same idea and we turn it into his own teachings. And this video will pop off. It'll probably be his most viewed video on his channel once it's fully fleshed out, but it's going to be a super long video. So it's taking some time. It's kind of the basis behind everything. It was just coming up with better ideas. And we do that through researching our previous videos, looking at other social media channels. Like we looked at Jeremy's Instagram, we looked at his top performing reels, and we looked at those topics and then basically said, okay, how can we make this short form topic into a long form video? Because we know your audience already likes it on the short form platforms, so they'll probably like it on the long form platform, which is YouTube. So that was a lot of the content research. And then it was just coming up with the titles and the thumbnails. And we did that through researching again. So look at your old videos, see what did best, look at other people in your niche's videos, see how you can add your own iteration on it. And then lastly, another big thing we did is repurposing old keynotes from Jeremy in like 2022. So in this video, it's literally a keynote he did from a couple years ago. Actually, I have a really good thing to show about this. So if you go to his most popular videos, this is literally the same video as this video right here. 3 steps to becoming a recession-proof sales agent. This video was posted a year ago. It's only at 34,000 views. And it is the exact same footage from the exact same keynote. Like literally look, it's the same background, same everything. And you come over to his top video on his channel, same exact thing. Only difference was we made a custom thumbnail and we made a better title that we researched through YouTube, right? Only difference. And that brought him an extra 500,000 views, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy that we can post the same exact video with just a little bit of tweaks to the editing, put a new thumbnail on, put a new title on, and now gets 182 views per hour, which converts into a shit ton of sales. Because now people watch this video, they trust him way more. If someone watches 57 minutes of Jeremy Miner teaching sales and they hop on a sales call with his team, they're going to be pretty bought in after watching 57 minutes of this dude talking. So Yeah, and then after that, you can just retarget all the ads to these same people, to these same 525,000 people. So it's literally a game changer. But yeah, if you want me to look over your social media, your YouTube, your short form content, any of that, just go to the description of this video and there's going to be a link to my website and you can just fill out a form to get an audit.